Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toys Escapades channel in Malaysia. Today I'm checking out the Lanard Toys Predator Collection series. Lanard Toys started doing these colorful, more younger audience-oriented Predator action figures something like 2 years ago. Now they've kicked off Wave 2, which includes one of my favorite Predators ever, the City Hunter Predator. These are available exclusively at Walmart. The same Walmart chain which I covered in a previous video that just about demolished my Motu Origins Snout Spout figure by shipping it to me in just an envelope. Now this Predator package arrived in relatively better condition. I mean, it was still banged up, but in comparison to what happened with Snout Spout, this right here is practically pristine. Okay, the graphics on this package are bright and colorful and really bring back that classic Kenner Predator action figure vibe from the 90s. The series is also aimed at young kids and not adults, which is clearly announced by the age declaration on the box of 7 years and above. It's interesting how despite being aimed at kids, the toy does not shy away from its connection to the Predator 2 movie, an R-rated movie that is the most violent entry in the Predator movie franchise and is in fact one of the most violent action movies of all time. On the back of the box, you get a brief description of who the Predators are, a breakdown of all the accessories the City Hunter comes with, and some cool photos. I would say the design of the whole overall toy package is really well laid out and is definitely eye-catching enough to stand out at retail for mass audiences. Now, the Predator figure itself stands impressively at 7 inches tall and looks very nice once you get him out and ready for the hunt. Don't expect super detailed paint apps or highly intricate sculpting. That's not what this is supposed to be. It's a more affordably priced retail version of the Predator that still looks good and I believe will appeal to collectors who maybe want an alternative to the more typical Predator figures that they get from companies like NECA. Now, I do like the paint apps on the helmet, but don't expect it to come off because it's permanently attached to his face, right? But yeah, you do get a hint of his neck right there. Now, the shoulder plasma cannon that he comes with, this thing feels really small and tiny, okay? But it does have some rotation from side to side. I guess that's something. When it comes to the rest of his articulation, he's got ball-jointed shoulders, some good rotation there. Upper arm swivel, he bends at the elbow. He rotates smoothly at the hands. He's got these wrist blades, of course, that don't retract. Okay, they're just basically stuck in their positions like that. Soft tips, all right. Yeah, nothing much too fancy here. And the control panels do not open up, right? I think they did with the McFarlane ones from way back. Maybe even some of the NECA ones too. The waist joint allows him to just rock forward and backwards pretty smoothly. You can also having just, rocking side to side like this. Just grooving, dancing to the beat every time he commits a kill, every time he finishes a successful hunt. Some really good ball joint rotation at the thighs. He also bends at the knees right there. And he's got ball jointed movement at the ankles. There's just something about the feet. The feet seem to be a little bit loose to me. Maybe it's just the way that it attaches to the joint. But overall, I'd say that, this figure pretty much accomplishes more than you would expect it to for something that's at this price point. Okay, weapons check. He comes with the flying disc accessory. This thing attaches to a socket that's on his right thigh. It fits in there smoothly. The only problem with this thing is just that once you remove it off the socket, all right, it's kind of an eyesore to have this thing here just sticking out like that, all right? I mean, yeah, it just looks really unsightly. He also gets the spear weapon accessory, although this thing is called the combi stick on the package. I don't know why it's called that. Okay, maybe combi stick sounds less threatening for a kid's toy. Either way, this thing is just a solid piece. It doesn't extend or retract in any way. But yeah, I mean, it looks good enough the way it is. All of the Predator toy packages come with this generic jungle backdrop. So even though he's the City Hunter, he still gets the jungle backdrop, okay? You can just toss him in the jungle and he'll be fine, all right? Now, this thing is actually really sturdy, all right? It successfully manages to hold up the figure, even though it's made out of pretty soft cardboard. So yeah, in that sense, I would say that the backdrop does achieve what it's supposed to do, and it is a much appreciated inclusion with this package. Now, ultimately, these Lanard Predator Collection action figures do succeed in hitting that nostalgic sweet spot from back in the day when Kenner used to give us these figures. If you love the original Kenner Pucker line, then these are exactly the action figures for you. Do let me know what you think of them in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys again real soon with more content. Take care out there.